People are going to be hurt by this. People who don't deserve to be hurt by this. Families are going to be uprooted and everything they know is going to change. And it's not their fault. They've done nothing wrong except wanting to spend time with someone that they love.
Of course, it is pushing me, a British citizen, out of this country. I am not going to follow where he tells me to follow. I follow where my love lies, where my loyalty lies.
The person that's most important in my life wasn't within arm's reach, and I wasn't going to find them in America, and I wasn't going to find them anywhere else except for right here. And we were just doing everything we could to just reach out and grab a hold of each other and hold on tight. And now that's been completely upturned, and we have no idea where to start again, because we have to basically start all over with our plan.
Couples have been left devastated by the Tories' new family visa reform. Changes to the spousal visa means that Brits wishing to marry their foreign national partners will now need to earn almost £40,000. This is way more than the average British income and more than double the current income threshold. This is Sam. He's a physics teacher from Newcastle, and in 2020 he met his American partner Charlie on a Discord server dedicated to playing Overwatch.
We just started playing games together and hanging out almost nonstop to the point that we were the only people that we really wanted to hang out with at that time.
Yeah.
Your company was just the one that I wanted to be in.
Until last week, they were planning a life together in the UK. But now, that's all changed.
Yeah, I don't have what counts as skilled labor that I can personally contribute to the country. So any other visa route that we were planning to look at, the only one that was really an option for us was the spousal visa, and the £18,000 requirement was quite in reach for a teacher, because that's enough money to easily for us to live on and support each other on.
For any starting salary at teaching, yeah.
You could bring somebody that you love to this country for that amount of money, and it's just, everything runs on money. It hurt because this is where I want to be. There's so many people here that I've come to love. All of Sam's friends and their family, they're my friends now, and they feel like my family, and those are people that I want to have in my life and get to know with and spend time with. And I'm worried that we're not going to be able to have that anymore. We had a plan. We knew what we were going to do. Sam was going to get a job teaching. They were going to have a salary, and we were going to get married. We were thinking of going to Amsterdam to do that.
As soon as I'm on salary, that is the sort of the prerequisite for
that would have been it.
For enacting everything, for getting the visa spousal visa, so that we could be in this country and get married and then start a life here. And
now that's been completely upturned, and we have no idea where to start again, because we have to basically start all over with our plan. I don't have a career because I am currently disabled with type 2 bipolar disorder, rapid cycling. That's been greatly inhibitive of what I wanted to originally do with my life, which it's going to sound really campy and made up, but I wanted to be a physics teacher too when I was younger. So there's a little bit of me that lives vicariously through seeing Sam succeed, and it helps me achieve part of my dream, making sure that they can get theirs.
Yeah, when I go into my job, depending on which school I'm at, starting salary could be anywhere in my range from 28 to 31k, I think. But there's not a whole lot of job progression outside of simply experience or moving into another higher input role. You need the experience to do anyways. I'd like to think that my time wasn't wasted here, and that I could possibly still give back to the country that I want to live in. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do that if that cap increases to £38,000.
And we end up having to... It's not off the table for us to consider moving to an entirely different country, something that would new for both of us, because everywhere needs teachers, here especially. Mm-hmm. I think the income threshold being moved so high is incredibly unfair. The people it targets aren't the rich, well-established people who have made the decision. The people who've made the decision will not see any effect of what they've done, because they've got the money that they need and they've got the people established, and they don't need to scramble for the higher salary that they might not get at whatever job they're at with whatever family that they've already got, because it's a rule for you, not for me. With a situation like that, you're the one who has to suffer and live with the consequences of someone else's decision because you don't make enough money.
This decision targets people by age, by class, by racial demographic, and in my opinion is very queerphobic as well. It targets a lot of relationships that have been formed online between people where there is no barrier, because the only barrier is like understanding that someone else is a human being in the world. This law targets those relationships in specific because those are the relationships, not because of, those relationships are formed because it's harder for queer people to have the confidence in themselves to meet up in public and to start those relationships in public. It doesn't happen as naturally as a traditional straight relationship does. And this law targets those relationships.
The person that's most important in my life wasn't within arm's reach, and I wasn't going to find them in America, and I wasn't going to find them anywhere else except for right here. And we were just doing everything we could to just reach out and grab a hold of each other and hold on tight. It's such a cold and I can't even say calculated decision. It's just been made clearly, unthinkingly and unfeelingly, and without compassion or understanding for what people are going through, because these people are taking an uphill battle and turning it into a wall.
You're taking the one thing that they have.
The one solace, the one thing that keeps us all going, the most important person in our life. People are going to be hurt by this. People who don't deserve to be hurt by this. Families are going to be uprooted, and everything they know is going to change. And it's not their fault. They've done nothing wrong except wanting to spend time with someone that they love and where they feel that they belong. And that's something that's going to be taken away from them, and that's not fair. They should be able to be with someone they love where they want to be.